go. Some folks love to see red. Some folks never talk about it. Some folks crave a blue lady. Some folks know, still they doubt it. I'm just no good without it. I'm not a man at all. It makes my skin crawl. Wake up every morning. Some folks live for no reason. Some folks die without a warning. I'm just no good without it. I'm not a man at all. It makes my skin crawl.
I like that album. That's right. It is a little Alice Cooper from, 1973, I think? No, 1975. All the way back to 1975. Welcome to My Nightmare, which a lot of people have accused Michael Jackson of ripping off a lot of the themes from, or at least the thematic elements that Alice Cooper used. All that, 10 years before Thriller? Including stealing our pal Vincent Price to do an opening. Because, of course, you guys remember. Everybody probably remembers Thriller, because now it is definitely part of the lexicon of American music, of pop music. It's still, I think at this point, it's still the highest selling album of all time. Not the longest running in the top 100. That still goes to Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon. So they can thank the Stoners for that one. But yeah, that track's called Some Folks. And if you want to hear a more warped and twisted album, there's probably none better. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road by Elton John does definitely come in. But as far as it goes, like, if I was to list off my top 10 favorite albums, Welcome to My Nightmare would definitely be in that top 10. And once again, it's music. Music is whatever mood that you're in. So that's why I have a top 10, but I don't have anything listed as, this is number one, all-time greatest, blah, blah, blah. No, just depends on what mood I'm running, and depends on what the list is. Do you have a list?
Kind of.
I mean, like, you don't have one that's set in stone, right?
No. There's definitely not a set in stone list for me, because, like you said, depending on genre and mood and all, like, there are so many different factors. Like right now, I don't know. I guess Pink Floyd's "Comfortably Numb" would be very fitting for me.
I'm kind of a fan of Comfortably Numb. Always have been. I think that was just one of the songs that basically did a crossover for everything that I can think of. As far as, that was a song for teenagers. Well, of course, I was a teenager at the time. But that was a song for teenagers who were saying, fuck goth. But yeah, we're really fucking depressed about life. That things suck. That I remember there were some good things, but there ain't no good things no mo. I was going to say, if I can... I was sitting here trying to flip through and try to find it, because I did many, 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 many years ago. I went and made my top 10, and honestly, I don't think that I don't think it's really changed that much. Let's see. Oh wait, I had a top 15. And yeah, Dark Side of the Moon is definitely on there. Then again, I have Get Dancing by Discotheques and the Sexolettes on there too. So
I mean, one of the songs that I have on, like, my list, and it'd be probably like a top 100 list. It can range anywhere from, like, Roman's Revenge by Nicki Minaj to Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy.
Now, are you talking about the Andrews Sisters version or the Bette Midler version?
I don't know if I've ever heard the Bette Midler version.
That one got a lot of play, especially in the late 70s. Mine, just real quick, I'll do the top 15 since it's just sitting here in front of me, but in no particular order, because, like I said, things will change. English Settlement by XTC. No Sleep Till Hammersmith, Motorhead. Strangers in the Night, UFO. Caribou by Elton John. Peace of Mind, Iron Maiden. End of the Century, Ramones. Dark Side of the Moon, Pink Floyd. Blizzard of Oz, Ozzy Osbourne. Blood Sugar Sex Magic, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Unplugged version of Alice in Chains. Smash, The Offspring. Get Dancing, Discotheques, and the Sexolettes. Welcome to My Nightmare, Alice Cooper. Green Day's Dookie. I still think that's a great album. And, of course, what would my list be if I didn't have at least one Weird Al album on it? And that one would be Dare to Be Stupid.
Sorry about that. I had to go pee.
Everything come out okay?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I just, I'm all right.
So,
how are you doing?
Doing good, Watch. Well, actually, I think we're going to complete the triumvirate of feeling trashy today. I was feeling like shit. I went to...
The three of us are just... We're just okay. Like, we're in various states of, like, both distress and okayness.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to play Destiny's Child Survivor.
Oh, that would have worked. Yo... I actually have a good question, though, Doc, because you brought this to mind. But I'll ask it after we get some hellos out of the way. Sound fair?
Okay.
I
think while we're doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and just play very, very slow and low in the background a little bit of Survivor. So yeah, and this is gonna be a quick list. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, Chop Top Nada. Good morning to our immortal Turish. Good morning, DJ in the UK. And good morning, Dan S. Boom. Done.
Chop Top Tourist DJ in the UK and Dan S.
Yep.
That bitches.
Good morning and welcome to the show.
Yeah, and
so
now we got blocked last night. We got a worldwide block.
Ooh,
and I thought, well, I played two songs. The two songs I played was Minnie the Moocher from the Blues Brothers soundtrack with Cab Calloway. And then I played the Louis Prima, I Want to Be Like You from Disney's Jungle Book.
Yeah.
I thought for damn sure that it was going to be Disney laying the smack down.
No, it was Minnie the Moocher.
Yeah. So I muted that section of it, and people ask me, do you really have a difficulty with getting copyright claims? And I'm like, there's no difficulty to it. We're not monetized. Doesn't mean a damn thing. I mean, if they're going to claim it, that's great. The only difference comes on if you block it. Now, if you're blocking it, that means that anybody who wants to listen to the rebroadcast is not going to get the chance to do it. So, being the evil genius that I think I am, I just set everything at the very beginning of the show. So if there's any bullshit going on, then I can just take and use the edit feature, knock that completely out. So if people do want to watch the show, which, it's one of those things. I always say that the show's always much, much better if you're here live, because then you can interact with it. But, there's some people who can't be up, or some people who have a brain in their head, or no insomnia in their heart. And that's fine, too. I'm okay with it. It does kind of cut them out of doing our fantastic Audience Appreciation Weekly Drawing, which this week, if you take a look over there on the right, 6-paneled, structured, Velcro back closured, completely embroidered hat that's what's going to be given away tomorrow at the end of the show. So, there are 3 different ways that you can get into this. First and foremost, you can, if you're one of my enablers on Patreon, you throw me booze money monthly, you get an automatic entry into every drawing that we ever do. Don't even have to lift a finger. Second way to go is for every $5 dono that's made during a show live, you get an additional entry. But if you don't feel like it, if your wallet's a little bit light, having more moths than moolah, then you can always check out the phrase that pays. Now, the phrase that pays, it comes around every so often. I don't know, something that you just have to kind of look out for, but we have a different phrase every night. And if you hear the phrase that pays, the only thing that you do is you let us know. So essentially, by letting us know, that means you send either Kadant or I a DM, because the only way to actually trigger it is to use a DM by telling us what the phrase that pays is. If Kadant or I say it, then that's gold. You go ahead, you send it, and you know what? I will even say this. If Watch actually says it tonight, then yes, that would be considered putting in an entry. Now, I'm not going to tell you what the actual phrase that pays is.
I already have the explanation of what it is. There's no way I'm saying it.
I was told about it, and I'm just like, I have no fucking clue what this is. So, I'm blaming Kadant. I'm completely blaming Kadant because she's my daughter, and I can get away with it. But yeah, when you hear us say the phrase that pays, just send either Kadant or myself a DM, and that's your free entry for the night. We try to run 5 nights a week. Sometimes it don't work, but we do try. And if that does happen, then you've got 5 free entries into the drawing, which will be held every Friday to Saturday overnight at the end of the show. Currently, right now, your chances aren't too bad. I think we only have about 10 entries currently. So, if you want some free swag, that's the way to go. Cadet and I sat back and thought, what was a good way to say thank you? Besides trying to provide good content that puts you to sleep, we got to thinking about it, and with the help of our friends at Queensboro Custom Embroidered Apparel, we came up with, we did beanies, hats, and cinch sacks. And if you want to take a look at some of the past gimmies that we've set up on the ward, you will see a room called Audience Appreciation. That's got all the rules to it, and it shows the people who have won and the things that they have won. And we can keep going for probably another month before we run out of merch. So we're going to keep this going as long as possible. Hopefully, if things work out correctly, then we'll be able to continue this on indefinitely. And we've had long conversations about this. The reason why we do it is because we like to do it. That's it. We're not doing it like somebody was like, oh, that's a great way to promote your channel. And I'm like, yeah, it would be if we thought about using it that way. The reason why we're doing this is because we want to say thank you. And we want everybody who tunes in on a regular basis to know that we appreciate you. And that every night you've got an opportunity not only to interact on stream or in the chat, but you've got an opportunity to walk away with some swag. And I mean, and really, if you guys listen to me, I'm really I'm really more of a nihilist than anything else. Because, I'm always like, everything dies. But I'm, it gives me the warm fuzzies to say, hey, you guys have thrown your money and attention, more importantly, the attention, our way. You've given us support. You've signal boosted us to other people. We've got people coming on from all parts of the YouTube neighborhood. We've had over 180 people on the show. And for the most part, 90%, it's just sitting back, talking to people about stuff. We're just rambling. And it's usually not about who can we shit on today, or how can we make ourselves feel better about talking about the misery of others, and using that as the preface for why this show exists. No, this show exists because of the fact that we are official insomniacs, and we can't sleep, and just staying up and watching YouTube videos when eventually you're going to run out of YouTube videos that are important or that mean anything. So you go to the streaming, because streaming, of course, is unpredictable. You never know what's going on. I think, to be honest with you, I think like last show, there were more N-bombs dropped than I've heard in a long, long time, and mostly by one person. So thank you, Zell. But anyway, have I rambled too much? I don't know. I do know I need to catch up here very, very quickly. Oh, fuck. Okay. I did see that Turish did drop a $10 donation. Thank you, sir. Unfortunately, there's something fucked up going on with Streamlabs, so I can't read your message. But when I can get that back, when I'm able to see it, I will make sure and get that read for you. But thank you. Thank you for dropping dono on us. It figures. Something had to fuck her up. I mean, because I've been dealing with YouTube being testy about playing with OBS, because they're not playing nicely. And lay down, cat. Yeah, don't look at me like that. Just lay down and keep your tail out of my tobacco. But I don't know. The cat just basically broke me out of whatever the hell I was. Tonight's how we do our boss battles is, of course, you are the intergender champion of the world, and that apparently was Johnny Hellcat, but it's like not anymore. And damn it, I can't get into Streamlabs. Effing Streamlabs.
It happens, Doc. No need to stress about it.
Well, I'd rather stress about that than talk about how shitty today was. But I will say, well, wait a minute. That's the Turish AI. Oh,
The Turish AI. Oh my. Uh-oh.
Yep. Yeah, the Turish AI dropped 15. Wait a minute. The Turish AI dropped the 15 and the 10.
Yo, you know what though? All right, so I've seen this on other streams, which may help, because I know sometimes those of us who are in the stream are watching the actual stream, which, by the way, to those who do, thank you, appreciate it. I sometimes have it running in the background now that I can. Mind you, I'm really, really bad at keeping an eye on the chat because I'm not that ADD. I can be. It depends on the night. Anyway, but I've seen this on other streams, and it's actually gotten some people in trouble, but you could probably get a little thing that pops up with what it is the person says. Now, mind you, I am very aware we likely could do that and probably won't do that because we have had some people who have paid just to be dick bags. And sometimes it's better not to allow such things. Shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucker.
Oh, I know. We're never gonna do TTS.
Yeah.
Text to speech.
Yeah, that is retardation crystallized.
Well, I'm not saying text to speech. I'm saying like it'll pop up real brief on the screen what was typed out, so people can read it out themselves. But I know that we could have issues with such things.
I have issues breathing. Come on, it's just one of those things.
I'm having an issue being awake.
By the way, just to catch up, good morning, Detroit. Cat, I knew you were going to take advantage of that by putting your fucking tail in my tobacco. You suck.
Good morning, Detroit and Cat, who was taking advantage of that by putting their fucking tail in his tobacco.
No, she gets no good mornings anymore. Good morning to Best Remy. Good morning, Ferd Reich. Somebody new in the chat. Good morning, Cheyenne Clement. Have a wrench. Good morning, Carl. Hey, I hope everything's going good for you, brother. Good morning to Goatman. And Turish says, don't know. My AI is on. You know. If that gets to be an issue, you just bump us and we'll take care of that for you. Because we know that, artificial intelligence will take over soon enough, but we don't want them taking over your wallet. Good morning to Evil Dead Ed. Good morning to Jay the Magic Robot. There you go.
What's up, bitches?
We caught up.
And Turish, if you want, I can send you a link, that your AI can go ahead and take advantage of if you'd like.
Wait a minute. We have a graphic for this. There you go. And the graphic is up. Would you care to explain what this graphic
is?
Means?
It my loot box?
It is.
That's my loot box. I sell loots. What is not
loots.
Priced? Tasteful loots. What is not priced on there are the 2 lewd videos that I have. And mind you, it's not anything like me fucking myself. No offense, but y'all ain't that special. And the price for that would be far greater than what is listed. But
you're setting a price to it now.
why not?
Very, very, very WWF $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase kind of deal.
Setting some difficult rounds though. Down.
Are you saying that if you knew the price of a video of me fucking myself, you might consider buying that?
I might consider it.
Could I?
Mm-hmm.
No offense, but no.
No, not you, Doc. That'd be weird.
I'm getting it out in the open. I'm not doing the Rule 34. The Pornhub thing.
God, that's not Rule 34, but I know what you mean.
No, that one's part of Rule 34 because if it exists, it's out there on the fucking interweb.
No, you know what?
It exists. There's porn of it as the 34th rule.
So I have also taken into consideration the possibility of doing titty tassel videos.
That could be tasteful and good.
Well, if it's
interesting,
if it's good enough.
My caveat.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Doc.
I was going to say if it's good enough for director Arcater, but they paid him
Actually.
They paid him what, like $200 to put on the nipple tassels, and he didn't even spin them. Oh, $500. Yeah, and he didn't even spin them.
Now
he spent them at least once.
So good thing you brought up Arcater, because I got to find out from Arcater he'd actually made those tassels himself. So that would be my main caveat is before I would even consider doing that, I would need a set of Arcater created tassels.
Oh.
Arcater brand nipple tassels.
I was gonna say I'm not going.
I'm sure he's ecstatic. I was
gonna say I'm not going into the story, but I do have a pair of tassels.
You know, I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised.
And they match the banana hammock that I have.
You know, I'm definitely not surprised about that.
And the cape.
Let me get back to my question from earlier, because we're gonna change the subject really fast. I salute. Hi guys.
So yeah, I went ahead and I had that posted up for a little while. I went ahead and took it down. Should we bring in some of the people that are in the waiting room?
Sure.
Yes. And then I can make this a panel question.
Okay, cool.
Oh god damn it.
And so
God damn it.
good morning, welcome to the stream, Octane Gamer and Mad Libertarian.
What's up, bitches?
And apparently they think they're on the miming stream. Hello, gentlemen.
No, Alex?
Yo. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, my Ching Chong brother from another mother.
Why are you still not a doctor?
Huh?
You know what? I can't really defend that argument, not to mention what's been going on lately, so I don't know.
God damn it.
Hey, wait a minute. I think we had enough racism last night.
No,
The long-running joke between me and Octane. Why are you not a doctor?
No. Have you seen the last stream?
No, I haven't seen shit.
Okay, then.
So
if you
out
did,
of it.
Oh, okay. If you did, then you would understand.
Yeah, there was racism abundant. Okay.
Joy.
So, by the way, there is a fight going on in the chat between Turish and his AI.
oh my.
Oh my god.
So yeah, I think he's
pandemonium in the ring.
I think he's finally got the AI in line. Good. But I still think it would be bizarre if I know I didn't explain this. So real quick, we have something called the Hall of the Immortals. If you hold the Intergender Championship belt for 9 consecutive shows, then you get to join the graphic there in the top right. And we tried to figure out, we had a discussion about this in the after stream about, well, what if, it is Turish's AI that actually makes it 9 days? That means we would legitimately have to make up a new avatar and put Turish's AI into the Hall of the Immortals.
Just give him the glowy eyes.
No, I came up with one. I think it's one that Turish likes. And we will, if that does happen, if there's an eventuality, then yeah, we've got a plan. We got a plan.
I actually have an idea for that too.
Did you see the one that I came up with?
No.
Okay, so here's the thing, though. The title of your stream is it our turn to talk about Onision?
Wait. Before you even do that, read in the descriptor. You fucking people need to read the descriptor.
I didn't read the description. I didn't read the title.
The title,
man.
Title is it our turn to talk about Onision? And in the descriptor down there.
May I?
Yeah.
May I?
Yeah.
Since I am aware of reading the descriptor. No, it is not.
It is not.
So that is not a topic of discussion that we will be going into tonight. But yeah.
Then what's with the clickbait? Like, god damn it, Doc.
It's the
Libertarian. Have you heard that? That's the way to get views.
And plus, I do a joke like every title has a joke, but if you don't read the descriptor, you never see the punchline.
I
just
never
do-
put anything in my description other than like links to my buddies' channels. So no, I don't read the description.
I
So,
viewed the
my
title
bad.
and I didn't care because I would be like, I don't care for Onion Boy anymore, even what's been going on lately.
Well,
Can we just talk about something
really,
else?
this is such a great topic of discussion.
No, it's just
Come
that
on.
I understand. Yeah, but I just thinking like, what we can do now? What's next?
Honestly, if you guys really want to see the Onision saga, just go over to the Right Opinions channel. The Right Opinion did like a 4-part series on it. I mean, like each one of them was like an hour long. So if you guys really want the lowdown on that, go there. Oh yeah.
Well, no, then Doc, different conversation, man.
He's very British.
All right, dude. The coronavirus.
Yeah.
What do you think? There's 2 cases in Washington, 1 in Phoenix. I don't really think it's really hitting the United States. I think we're okay. What do you think?
I think they should add a lime and see what happens. That's it.
Kadant, what do you think?
I think I want to ask my question, but sure, we can talk about
here
a consistent subject that everybody's talking about and conspiracy theories and all that jazz. That'll be fun.
By the way, Kadunti, I just sent you the picture of what Turish's AI will probably look like if he gets into. Well, wait, if it gets into, I don't know. I'd have to ask Turish this if he's actually assigned a sex to his AI, or if his AI is actually chosen a sex.
No, Turish's AI is obviously non-binary code.
Oh,
Ooh.
Okay, I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get back to what your question was because I was interested.
What, we don't want to talk about conspiracy theories about cheap Mexican beer that's better with Lyme virus?
Well,
it's not good at all.
I'm willing to talk about anything, but if I'm throwing your convo off, I'm sorry, guys. My bad.
No, that's okay. Kadant is not only one of the bestest co-hosts, but she's also a pretty goddamn good bouncer. So,
I'm really cunty right now. I don't.
But by what definition of bouncer do you mean?
She will put the boots to people and kick them the fuck out.
Okay, in that definition. Okay. I'm just trying to make it like sound.
So
like
I haven't hit
earlier.
the line yet. Nice.
No.
Okay. No, let's actually think this out. The coronavirus has exploded in China. It exploded in South Korea. North Korea, have you heard anything from them? I think they're all dead.
No, because North Korea instantly, when they heard of it, they went and sealed the borders. And all of their protocol, instead of any packages that come in, they used to have a week delay in customs. Now it can be up to a month delay in customs. So mail will slow down in North Korea. But and also anybody who has flown to China, if they do want to try to get in, they're either refused entry or they're automatically taken into quarantine.
Check it out. Doc,
hold on.
In 11 days,
hold on.
In 11 days, I'm flying to
Mad
Shreveport,
Dog,
Louisiana,
shut
right?
up.
I gotta say hi to Johnny Hellcat, who said, I hath been dethroned. And of course, good morning to Sir Adamantine. And we will drag in good morning, Ed.
Go ahead and continue, Mad Dosh.
Can I talk now? Am I actually allowed?
Maybe.
Okay. No, in about a week and a half, I'm flying to Louisiana. Okay, I'm going from PDX, Portland International, into a regional airport. I have a stop at Houston. Do I have to worry about this fucking virus on the plane? You know what I mean? That's a real thought in my head.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and say a couple of things. First off, yes, you're allowed to talk, but I want you to be aware of the fact when other people are talking and don't try and talk over them, please, especially if it's Doc. Second, I wouldn't worry too much about it. One of the big reasons why it's not, I feel, why it's not being reportedly spread, in a massive fashion in the United States is we're not all, like, maybe in the cities, they're a little more close together. And so there's a lot more contact with, other people. But generally, like, people in the United States, we have a good amount of space around us. Like, I live in, a suburban area, and I don't have to worry about, like, as soon as I walk outside, like, there's my neighbor literally, like, 5 feet from me, coughing and hacking a lung out or anything like that. There's a good, like, 20, 30 feet between me and my neighbor if we stepped outside at the same time. So we have a lot more space, a lot more room than most people. Like in China and in South Korea, all these places, they're fairly, like, well packed in together. They don't have the same amount of space and room that we do. Notice how at least I've not heard of any reports of it having spread into Russia. Then again, who wants to be in Russia? But, they have a lot more room too.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
it is. I mean, even though, China is one of the biggest countries on the planet, they do have a tendency to crowd in, to stack into cities. So, and then again, they don't have the best sanitary practices either. So, neither does San Francisco, but that's only a small part of the country. Most of the U.S. people don't readily shit in the streets or take used oil and use it to make street vendor food. So we're way higher on the hygiene scale.
Okay. I've been trying to wait and time my response here. So I don't make anybody mad. Okay. Yes. You're right. We have more space. You're correct on that. But when you're talking about flying out of an international airport, it doesn't matter how much space you have at home. It matters that you're in the recyclable air hole that is that aircraft, right? I mean, you have, like, you got one Chinese passenger with the Kung flu, and then suddenly that air is recycled all the way through the entire aircraft. Then you're screwed, right?
Could I step in and say something right now to help him out?
Yeah, but you're sounding a little fuzzy.
You're sounding pretty low, actually.
Yeah. I'm trying to do Bluetooth options instead of direct mic on the cell phone.
Oh, yeah, that has issues.
Yeah, well, it's not doing you any favors.
Damn. Well, my mic still favors, but am I at least understood?
Yeah, if we listen real close.
Actually, if you go to any hardware store, and this depends on your area, you can get the type of mask that protect from airborne diseases, the same type of mask as spray painting, or applying poly to a floor or to a countertop.
Wait a minute, are you talking about a disposable mask or a respirator?
It's like it could be a heavy duty respirator, but they also have disposable masks. So I got a few around the house right now.
So basically those N95 masks that everyone keeps recommending.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a respirator from when I used to help my buddy with construction because they were always worried about kicking up dust, especially brick dust. And
you use the same thing for germs.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. It actually has the replaceable HEPA filters on them. If you're that paranoid about it, then yeah, I mean, peace of mind. But don't try to go to any of the major stores like Walgreens or Target or Walmart, because they are in the bigger cities. They're completely sold out of that shit.
And can I add that even online places have inflated the price? From what I've heard, it's not necessarily because of demand. I think it's mostly because of people trying to profit off of this, basically flip those things.
Oh yeah.
Which I would say, like, fuck you. That's scum, really.
Yeah,
Really.
I think Medicare's big thing was, hey, why don't you guys just go to like a True Value or an Ace Hardware and just say, listen, I'm getting ready to sand a floor. Where's the best masks for that? Like, actually go to, do it yourself stores or hardware stores, because
Well, no, and here's the thing, guys. Like, I brought up the coronavirus thing, right? Because flying is the way a pandemic begins in the modern era. That's the way it is. Do you think this is the next Spanish flu? I don't think it is. Honestly, I really don't.
Why are you going back that far to Spanish flu?
Yeah, that's kind of actually pretty far.
Yeah. I mean, you can always make the assertion that the Black Plague didn't spread globally just because of the fact that, to get from point A to point B, you had to take a fucking boat that took 2 months to get to another continent. But travel definitely has improved since then. But you saw with how if they put in the same protocols that they did when they learned their lesson from SARS about, what was it, about 15 years ago. If they reenact and use those kind of protocols, we're not going to have a pandemic where, it's killing most of the population or infecting most of the population.
Okay, the reason I brought up the Spanish flu is because that's what this is being compared to. And if it spreads as well as the Spanish flu did, we're looking at a catastrophe. Okay, we really are. The Spanish flu was no joke, people. There was whole hospitals full of dying people from the flu. This is not a joke. Okay, so I mean, if we get to that level, we have a problem. Okay.
Well, but the thing that you're missing is China has and always will have shitty quarantine procedures, because essentially they really don't give a fuck about their population. And so, yeah, that shit spreads like wildfire. I mean, the map is all red there over in most of Asia. But by the way, I do want to say good morning to Uzi Q. She said just stopping by to say hola. And Carl did make a good point. You can also go to your favorite lingerie store and find the appropriate cup size of bra to fit your face. That way you're technically buying a 2-for-1. I mean, and definitely, I agree, Carl. I used to work for a major panty catalog. Make sure you buy the ones that have the underwire, and don't buy anything lacy, because this is about safety. This isn't about fashion.
Doc, can I ask this question? Yeah. How do you feel about any kind of these quote unquote conspiracy theories or rumors on your channel?
I'm okay with them, because people are going to talk. There are still people I talk to today that are just like, hey, Sandy Hook was a hoax.
Okay, it's just mostly because here's this. I was going to bring this up. There's been evidence of like the Wuhan Epidemic Center versus the distance between the facility that the closest facility was in. It was like what, 20 miles?
Yeah.
And then rumors of them that this could be rigged, this be planned, or apparently this virus was apparently engineered in a lab, not necessarily created out in nature. and this might be meant for Taiwan #1, but it turned out it probably got leaked out to the public. And also, one of the whistleblowers who said, "Hey, let's not mess with this shit because it might leak out and create a pandemic," and they didn't even listen. And unfortunately, the whistleblower died due to that. And now look what's happening right now.
Doctor, right?
Like, I'm opening the can of worms on this one because there's so many things I'm thinking to myself. This does not come out of thin fucking air.
Oh well,
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. And the thing is, okay, so you combine the fact that the Origin Center is right by a virus research center in China. That's not suspicious at all. Let's leave that alone. Whatever. Just, these aren't the droids you're looking for. That's fine. Okay. Now we have a South Korean death cult spreading the virus around the world. Are you kidding me right now? What the fuck?
It's like it's what with Count Dankula with he did the was it Absolute Mad Lads? There was a cult in Japan. I think it was called let's just call him Anime Jesus.
Yeah, it's the same one that Medicare talked about.
Yeah. That is quite interesting, really.
Well, no, and Doc, I mean, tell me I'm wrong here. Please tell me I'm wrong. But I think this was set up by the Chinese government. I think this was a tool to see how the world would react. This is a tool to see how it would react to a virus attack. And now they're going to take notes and act accordingly.
Well,
tell me I'm wrong.
Here's the thing. China has been number one in the world when it comes to incompetency.
China #1. I just put it there.
Yeah, so essentially, they were probably because they already showed that one of the top guys that was working with the Wuhan CDC was also working with other agencies, other global agencies that were paying him for his time. And I would think that this guy was in the know as far as being able to help develop viruses so they could develop vaccines for them. But as incompetence happens, they fucked up somewhere and let it loose. They left the barn door open and the virus horse got out. So I think it's less a measure of a global conspiracy to do some type of super viral weapon and just more fucking idiots who weren't doing their job properly. And that's how it got unleashed.
Okay. So humans are going to human, right, Doc? That's what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, that's Chinese are going to fuck up. That's what I'm saying. Because they have a huge, long track record of it. And now I'm interested, Watch. What's your take on that? Watch.
Hello.
God damn it. I heard him there for a minute.
Can I put him? Oh, okay, go ahead.
What do you mean what? What's your take on it? Do you think that it is an attack scenario or an incompetence scenario?
What, the coronavirus?
Yeah.
I think it's a obvious mutation of a previously dangerous disease, possibly done so in a lab that may eventually lead to the extermination of the human race.
And yeah, I will go on book with this too. It was not something that developed naturally. It's something that humans were fucking with because our CDC even does this. They will take specific viruses, purposefully mutate them so they can try to develop anti-vaccines for it.
Well, the thing is, Doc, okay, there is a protein involved in the current coronavirus that is patented by a United States company. This was man-made. There is no doubt about it at this point. It was. So we're back to, was it incompetence or
Well,
was it on purpose?
Dude, they proved
I lean
they
towards
proved the
on purpose.
Mad Dog, they proved that fucking AIDS was man made. That was not naturally occurring. So, once again, it's humans humaning, doing stupid shit. There's really there's really no there's no way. Nature takes care of us by like fucking tidal waves and tsunamis. For God's sakes, they've got that gimmick down pat, and they've been running with that ever since the Earth cooled. It's humans when they start doing all this fuckery, where everything starts to go sideways. So yeah, it's completely 100% evolved and created by humans.
Yeah,
It is. No, you're absolutely right, Doc. But the thing is, though, once again, I go back to it. If you're creating a virus to get a vaccine, then you're gonna have a containment process, right?
Yeah.
So they obviously fouled that up. Why? I mean, I'm kind of dumbfounded here. How did they fuck this up so majorly?
It's called human error. That's pretty much what it goes down to. Somebody decides, and this happens with a ton of government jobs, because I know I have worked a government job or two, and the people, especially if they're using, and this is where I'm going to get maybe racist, but when they're using diversity quotas to fill up the jobs, you will get people who really don't give a shit, and all they're doing is chasing a paycheck. And I would think people in China are just happy to have a job that pays a decent wage. So you're going to find those people who are lackadaisical or complacent with what they do. And, they kind of try to cut corners so they can get out a little bit earlier. Not expend as much energy as they don't feel that they have to, because it's just a job kind of deal. So yeah, I think there's a ton of idiotic fuckery that goes with that kind of stuff, and complacency is the number one issue why stupid things happen.
Yep.
Do you feel like it's safe to travel in the United States at the current time? I booked my flight. I'm already flying. I already decided that it is safe. So that's where I stand.
Take precautions, if you ask me. Get a mask. At least it works. Get some amenities like, I don't know, hand sanitizer, for an example, or some really strong hand wipes, medicine, things like that, just to keep you safe.
Yeah, it never hurts to have that.
Rub your nut sack on the sick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, you're not supposed to do that? I thought that was a regular custom.
I don't care.
You don't care about me rubbing my nutsack? You've just made me sad.
I just spit my dip in my Coke. I'm sad.
You put your dip in your Coke?
Yeah, I spit my dip in my Coke, and I'm sad now.
Why don't you get something like Snooze? Because Snooze, you don't have to spit.
Is that the pouches or whatever?
Yeah. Snooze, you do not have to spit. And then when the flavor goes away, you just take that little pouch out your mouth and throw it away.
I have the Zins. They work the same, but I'm using the Snooze.
Okay,
I've never been into chewing. What brought you to that point?
But wait,
where did you decide I'm going to use chewing tobacco?
But wait, watch. You can swallow what do you call it? The expectorant? Or is it just the fact that you like the performance of spitting?
I don't like the performance of anything to do with this shit, but it gets me nicotine.
Well, but you don't. Once again, if you're doing Snooze, not like little bandit pouches or shit, but actual Snooze, That stuff you can swallow, and it doesn't have any adverse effects on you.
Hell, either way.
Trust me.
I'm
Anytime
just doing what I have now.
Well, anytime that I'm out and about and I can't smoke or vape, I'll put a little snooze there in my jaw.
That's weird. When I can't smoke, right? Because I am a smoker. When I can't smoke, if there's nobody smoking around me, I'm okay for like a day or two. Like, I'm good. Is that just me?
Yep.
Or what?
Yep. That's just you.
Did we lose Kadant?
No, she's just on mute currently.
Are you guys talking
Well,
about?
why is that? Why is that just me? If you don't smell cigarette smoke and you're a smoker, then you don't really have the urge to smoke, right? I mean,
maybe you were
should
not
be
a
able to
dedicated
step
smoker
away.
in the first place.
I'm a dedicated drinker. I'm a smoker. You might have me there.
So wait, you guys smoke? So you guys are talking about taking like those not tobacco, nicotine like pills,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
chewables?
fuck no. No.
Yeah.
Taking that shit gets me sick instantly.
He's talking about CBD.
I have to
and
ask this
shit.
live stream, but you guys hear
Well,
me right
no, and I just
Why are
booked
you-
this flight.
Hang on.
Like, Doc, I just booked the flight.
Hang on,
9.5
Mad.
hours.
Mad,
I'm
hang on.
like, well, no, this is
Why
real quick. I'll be
does-
real done. I'll be done real quick. Like 9.5 hours. I figure I don't need to smoke. I'll just let it roll. That's it. There you go.
Ed, we can still kind of hear you. What's going on?
Did you hear me before? I tried a new set, which I haven't really played with yet. You hear anything I was saying before, or
No,
you
you're
gotta pump your mic, dude.
yeah, you're still very
Yeah.
very clearly low volume.
Go to if you're are you using Windows?
no? Actually, I'm on. Shit, I'm in the auto section right now. I'm in this Discord mobile, which is kind of cancer to begin with. I admit that.
I'm gonna go stare into the void
Why?
because I'm just gonna go stare into the void.
Because void staring, I heard, is not very healthy for you.
If you need me, just holler for me back, okay?
Okay,
Okay.
you go do you.
Okay then. The raccoon is going somewhere else.
Is the Sikun vanish? Hey, hey, Kadan, are you back?
I never left.
I have always been here. Are you thinking about murder?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Because it's not me, right? It's still not
No.
me. Okay.
Not this time.
Well, it's me. I did it. Go ahead. Come at me, bro.
That's a come at me you would regret.
Yeah.
It was a joke. God damn it. We don't make jokes on this channel. I'm sorry. I didn't read
try
the
not to.
byline.
We try not to. We make every effort to never be funny. By the way, good morning to Stan Alch. And good morning to Gaming Yelling, who says, I only swallow someone I'm dating. And good morning to Ms. Murder.
Okay, so we talked about Kung Flu. You know, what's the thing with the drama with Scooby? What's your take on that?
That's what I was gonna also ask because I went to the stream for a little bit and I listened to this one part, and apparently AP said that there was this kid named Andy who almost gave credit card information to them for some reason. I was like, what the fuck did I just listen to?
I know a little bit far in the distance, but you know that kid Andy did? He molested this chihuahua.
Yeah, Doc, I'm asking straight up, what's your thoughts on the Scooby situation as he's reemerged as the Dark Emperor again? What's your thought?
Actually, Kadant, do you want to take this one? Because I mean, you know, there was a thing that had happened that got Kadunti involved early in the Scooby saga. I've been pretty much out and away from it.
So, what's the question?
What the fuck happened?
Yeah, do you know anything that's currently going on with the Scooby deal?
Scooby's trying to come back and more or less explain how he has reasons for being a scummy piece of shit. He's trying to be like, no, you gotta listen. See, I'm not really that bad of a guy. And it's like, we know, Scoo-Wooby. It's okay. You can go ahead and bullshit and lie, and every single piece of quote-unquote evidence you try to bring to show that you're not the piece of shit that you are just kind of goes to show that you are the piece of shit that has been laid out there for people, and you're just continuing to hang yourself. We try to feed. There's been multiple times where people have attempted to give you just a little extra rope so you can climb down the rope and just reach the bottom and then maybe find a way to, you know, claw your way back up. But instead, you cut the rope shorter and you wrap it around your neck like a fucking dumbass. And then you jump and you're like, look at my evidence. Honey, no, that's not how this works. Scoo-Woo-Bee. You can go ahead and lie and then counter your lies with like the next sentence that you make. But we all still know you're a piece of shit. And no matter what kind of narrative you attempt to feed those of us with working brains, instead of Cuckside and Terror the Hut, we catch on to your dumbassery. We know you hung yourself on Moonifest, you hung yourself on Trippy stream, you hung yourself on Ear Juice's stream. Stop. Shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. That's all you need to do, Scoo-Woo-Bee. And listen, I know that you want to try and blame other people for being the piece of shit that you are. But at the same time, you saying, oh, I have no regrets for any of the shitty things that I've done. That just equates you to being a piece of shit. So, bye. I'm not. Well, I'm really glad that you refuse to come on here if I'm on here. Because, dear gods, that just tickles me in the warmest of ways. And if I wasn't on here and you did actually find a way to, A, get into the Discord, and B, get on to the IRS, guarantee I'm going to show up just to go ahead and say, hi, how are you doing? How are you going to try and hang yourself now? Because I got popcorn this time. Okay.
You go, girl. I like that.
Well, you know he is in the award, right?
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No.
Yes, he is.
Hey, Scooby, call me before Christmas.
Is it the real Scooby or is it one of Giga's alts?
No, it is Scooby's actual alt. Scooby came in under his alt. And by the way, I don't think I'm giving anything away because AP and I had a nice long conversation about this. Scooby's alt is called Patriotic Dissenter.
I fucking knew it. I'm sorry I'm busting in like this, and I'm very low, and I'm about
Oh
to
my
leave.
god, is that asshole in my server? I think he is.
Also, by the way, also good morning, Tyro.
Views on YouTube. I have no
Oh, wait.
followers or views on YouTube. He's in my fucking server.
Is Tyro just? Oh, okay.
Yep.
Hey Tyro, you know the door's always open for you if you want to swing in.
Hey,
LMNO.
can I give a quick song? Get out of here real quick, and I'll talk to you in after.
Okay.
Look, I got the technology.
Okay.
I don't fuck it because I'm very low and fuzzy. This Bluetooth technology, Ed is an idiot. He's not great with these things yet, especially on mobile. But like, hey, Kadunk, I'll give props to you. I heard your rant towards Scooby. You are a scary creature and an intimidating force.
She's just Kadunk.
Yeah,
I was gonna say it's the Filipino trait. Seriously,
Like,
I mean, she's almost like my mom.
Like, I want to combat fatality. No hesitation.
Seriously, Kadun, you're almost like my mom.
And Doc, you're a good guy. I always enjoy your conversations that we have had. And when I get the hat, when it comes in the mail, I will be posting a picture to the Discord. Post a picture on my Twitter of me wearing it. I'm actually looking forward to that. And to everyone else in the stream that I subscribe to, if you guys are subscribed to them, fucking go subscribe to them now. And I will give more subscriptions later and more shit I can shill later. Once I work on my own shit and once I promote more people. But if you're not, like, a few names. And these few names are very controversial. People might get pissed about this. But I'm going to say because I'm a nice guy. All right, go sub to Addy. Go sub to Zell. Go sub to Penoid. Go sub to AP. Go sub to fucking Tim Pool with his fucking fence sitting up his ass.
Don't sub
Oh
to
no,
that.
I am
No.
fucking Spice. Dude, I don't think I've ever talked to you. I'm not sure who you are, but check out Mad Dodge Productions, brother. I work with Penoid quite a bit.
Yeah, actually, come to you today.
Yeah, come check me out, bro. Come on.
Mad Dodge. I listened to shit today. Some good shit. Some good references. Some good intel. Go sub to this shit. And later on, I'm covering penises out of tree stumps. Go sub to me. But until then, I hope you all have a good night. And Doc, Kadant, and the rest of the crew, I'll catch you out in the after.
All right.
All right.
I hope you all have a good one.
Nice.
Take it easy, brother.
See ya.
I honestly would talk about any comment that I had about Penoid's latest video, but I sincerely just stopped watching him.
That's fair enough. Why did you stop? Is it the woman bashing or just he's rubbing you the wrong way?
Besides the fact that he called me an idiot, and he never even walked it back or explained why he was calling me an idiot. Yeah, I just simply don't need to patronize.
Basically, Pinoy being the gorilla.
Well, no, that's fair, Doc. That's totally fair. But I've been an idiot so many times I can't even count. It doesn't even bother me anymore. Dude, 4 years on YouTube, I don't care anymore. You know what I mean?
Oh, just an hour so far.
It's when somebody comes in on a personal attack, doesn't do it. He did not do it for ratings. So that's why he was sincere about what he was saying. And I think he got pissed because he and I had a long discussion. By the way, good morning, Gaming and Yelling.
Really? 3 fucking days later?
Yeah.
Assholes.
Yeah.
Let's just say the line has been occupied.
But I mean, I kind of pulled him aside when he was doing all this shit about going in on Addy and Zell and calling them doxers and all this shit. And I'm like, dude, I am still friendly with them, but I don't see why you feel the need to try to be some type of moral arbiter, because you're not. The gimmick that you work on YouTube, you're basically working a comedy gimmick. And
Yeah, I agree. And when he talked to me, I was like, you're going in at these people. That's okay, whatever. But like, why? And he didn't really give me a real answer.
he
But
does
he
not
didn't come at me, so it's not about me. You know what I mean? So I'm cool.
Matt Dodge, here's the thing. He doesn't believe that he is a comedy gimmick. He believes that he has something important to say and to be some type of leader on the YouTubes.
He's not leading the YouTube mafia. Don't even go there.
No.
I didn't say
okay,
that.
Okay,
You are,
whoa,
you are
hold up.
mishearing me.
Yeah. I'll put my 2 cents just in case. Or from what I'm thinking, from hearing from Doc, is saying that Peanut is thinking a bit too much highly of himself.
Yeah, he's become overly opinionated of that. His basically that what he says has more meaning than anybody else, and people should rally around his flag.
Well, no, and I was talking to him today, and I'm like, dude, we're within 200 subscribers of each other. We're on the same level. He's like, yeah, I know, bro. So I think he gets it, dude. I don't think he's really got the big head that you think he does. I think that's a gimmick for YouTube.
He's adorable.
I know, it's cute. Hey, it's cute. And sometimes innocence is needed, and it's kind of nice to see somebody be innocent.
By the way, Evil Deadhead, you didn't even say hi to me, so fuck you, you fucking asshole. I mean, love you.
Gaming, you don't like me, so why would I say hi?
Is your name Evil Deadhead?
Oh no.
Yes.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
I said,
But
and
fuck
I
you,
quote,
Gaming.
Evil Deadhead. That's what I said. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Why do you keep saying Mad Dodge's name, Gaming?
I'm like, oh my god! I said Evil Deadhead. Like, how did you not?
Yeah, I
hear
can't
that?
understand your
Like,
fucking accent.
It's all about it's all about him. You forgot.
No,
I'm
how about you
so
learn
sorry.
to speak English?
I forgot. I'm so sorry.
I know you forgot how to speak English.
I forgot.
That's a problem.
No,
I know.
Gaming sounds like he's basically ready to go to the mall.
Like, for sure. Like, oh my god. I totally said my Dodge.
Sounds like
oh my god.
he would
My
shop
Dodge.
at Forever 21.
Oh my god, my Dodge. You know, I fucking totally love you for real.
God, I haven't heard Forever
real.
21 in forever. Fuck.
In 21 years?
Oh yeah, it's just like most people don't remember there used to also be a store called Chess King.
Chess King? What?
Yeah, it was called Chess King. That was in like every mall, and it was like this was like 80s though, and it was like all the hip clothing. That's where you'd go for like all the hip clothing, and if you were fat, you were completely fucking out of luck. Because they had like everything going up to like their version of extra large. Yeah, that's not a real. It's just like if you ever buy anything from any clothing from China, you know that you're going to have to go 2 sizes up. Like if you normally wear a large, you're probably going to have to buy a 2X because apparently they don't feed Chinese people and they starve, and they're very, very small people. So, but hey, they're just going to keep getting smaller with more virus and death. But yeah, it's God. I like the reference. I like the call. But yeah, I don't have anything. I don't have any laundry that I need to drag out with with Pinoid because we talked and I heard what he was saying and he heard what I was saying. Now, regardless, neither one of us are our brother's keeper on this. So, Pinoid's going to do what Pinoid's going to do. If he likes to burn those bridges, then fine. Let him keep doing it.
Well, no, burn the bridges and smile as they burn down. That's kind of his philosophy, right?
But he doesn't do it well. He is not good at this. I mean, he's got his shtick, but as far as it goes, he's not really that good. Like I've seen him try to create like 3 or 4 different memes, and he's really bad at it. And he should not do it. And I've told him, you know what? I don't hide behind anything. I've told him straight out. This is just this is not yours, son. So you need to find something else.
No, and Doc, he, me and him were talking earlier today, and I'm like, I'm cool with Doc. I'm cool with Kadant. I go over there and I.
Are you sure about the Kadant
every
thing?
now and then. So like, well, I think I'm cool with Kadant. Does she hate me? She might. I don't know.
I don't know.
That's a her.
Well, according to you, everybody hates you. So most likely, let's just say
No,
yeah,
you.
Kadant
No,
hates
just you. It's just you.
No.
that hates you.
Kadant hates you too, and so does Doc Griffin and everybody else. Because we only talk about you.
Who?
Oh yeah, you all hate me. All right,
Yeah.
come at me, bro. Let's go. Swing.
God damn it.
God damn.
I only swing my dick, and I don't hit on heterosexuals. But thank you.
I thought
Also, good morning to Cass Warfox, and also good morning. I'm not sure if you can join me, but hey, Victor Rand.
Am I? Yeah, I'm falling behind here. Thanks, Octane.
No worries.
Yes.
No worries.
Good morning, Victor, and good morning, Kaz. I mean, Kaz can certainly drop in too if he wants, but he actually has a significant other and a life. So I don't know what he's doing up.
No, I'm probably on the way out. Sounds like everybody hates me in here.
Yeah,
we all hate you. Go leave.
Like, can I just not gaming out and be done with it?
So,
I've had enough of your
Octane,
bullshit, dude.
Octane.
No,
so
you
when did
fucking
you started
faggot.
hating-
Fuck you.
So when did you started hating whatever his name is, Octane?
I don't know.
Did it start instantly when I showed up? Like, because everybody,
I don't know.
everybody hates me now.
Like, how loose is your fucking wrist right now, dude? Like, you need a good
it's
fucking punch in the fucking right cheek. That's what you need.
okay. Let's go, Uwu.
I will fuck you up, motherfucker.
Oh no!
Fuck you. Fuck you and the horse you rode in on, you fucking faggot.
Oh
Fuck
no!
You do realize that's kind of
Jeez.
complimenting him.
And I like the horse too.
Oh my god. That was a Valley Girls reel. Are you kidding me right now? Like, am I in the same realm of what the fuck happened to the Western fucking countries? What the hell's going on here?
Apparently skinny lattes, skinny jeans.
Yeah,
else?
stop drinking soy. Cut it out.
I'm pretty much against the whole men wearing skinny jeans thing, but I don't think that's ever going away.
No.
Although I did see, and I forget who it was that was, oh God. And I want to make sure and give her credit because I just started watching her and through her window, of course. And she brought up there's this website online, and they use YouTube too to advertise. And what it is their whole deal is they show like little kids, in like adult outfits, like modern, like modeling like swimsuits and fucking lingerie.
That's not fucking okay.
Oh wait,
That's not
wait.
okay at
The YouTuber is named Ready to Glare, and and she's pretty cool. But yeah, now okay, that's uncool, but theoretically you might be able to get away with that because you know there are things out there like pageant moms and shit who probably would absorb this kind of content with a critical eye. But and here's the big thing. Basically their YouTube channel is trying to draw you to their actual website. And their website, they show a couple of pictures, and then they'll be like, "Hey, there's more sets of this model on the behind the paywall." Okay, that's suspicious. That's creepy. That's slimy. But the thing that locked it in for me was the fact that if you want to pay to get behind this paywall to see what content that they offer, you got to pay it in Bitcoin. That for me is the number one telltale. This is creepy. This is illegal. This is more than likely pedophilic.
Well, no, and I've seen videos. There's this one video with the chick. Behind her is a bunch of like dog kennels, right? And she's going off about how fucking sleeping with minors is okay. I'm like, what the fuck? And I saw that thanks to Mr. Mediker.
Well, no. You can have you can have that opinion, but when you're turning pedophilia into a commodity, which is what they're doing, she even showed a screenshot where one of the videos that they offered was kids who were around, I don't know, between the ages of like 6 and 9, recreating the Victoria's Secret runway show.
No.
I'm a father. That's not okay.
No.
All right, that's how I'm gonna lay it out. I'm a dad, and that's not okay.
Just shut it all down. Shut it all down. Also, good morning, S. Cybertaz.
Yeah, good morning, Cybertaz, and good morning to Grant Sanford.
Hello, Cybertaz and Grant. Actually, let's jump in real quick before the after stream. And the after stream, I will be more talkative. I just like gaming, knowing on stream. Gaming, I have nothing against. The only reason I haven't seen your streams in a while is I downloaded the app because I've been editing videos on my phone where it takes all my cache data, includes like notifications, and delete them.
I was gonna say the word cache sounds kind of gay.
Mm-hmm.
It does,
Cache.
That's extra data on my phone where I can be using the videos. I talked about my multiple YouTube videos. I think I talked to you about Doc the other day. Or I have multiple channels with multiple subjects.
I don't know. I just know I have multiple personalities. And
Yeah,
they're
so
all getting along right now, so nobody fuck with that vibe.
That's actually a good vibe to have because it's completely. But like, yeah, I just have an app that deletes all my like notifications, that streams, Snicker streams, and as a result of that gaming, I miss your stream. It's nothing personal.
Oh, gaming, he says it's nothing personal.
Mm. Should I believe him? What do you guys think?
I don't know.
I think I should just like what's the other guy's name? I should just hate him like that guy who I supposedly hate.
Oh, Mad Dodge apparently left.
Mm.
Hey, homie, I came to your chat the other day. I said you China. You gave me hugs.
You expect me to remember 3 minutes ago? Or a little less, a few hours ago? Or days ago?
And I'm a raging alcoholic who has very serious mental issues.
Yay!
I'll
But
definitely shoot old school fucking James Bond in the head.
by the
They
way,
say that's what you deserve.
good morning to Bearman Prophecy and Tyro. I thought you were fucking going to sleep. Kadant, he's doing it again. He's putting paragraphs into the chat.
Like, I'm just letting you know that real quick. I'm gonna get going because shouldn't be on. And I'm just letting you know, homie, it's nothing personal. I've just been cleaning up several different devices, several phones, because I've been doing my own. And the apps I do that, it deletes my cache as soon as it comes in, including apps, YouTube, Amazon, etc., etc.
You know, I did actually go over to the FM. I'm starting to just bank my shit over there. I'm not really looking to gain any money off of what was it, Anchor.fm?
Mm-hmm.
But you know, it's a place where I can bank my shit for free. So you know, any port in a storm at this point.
And you get paid.
How do you feel about Anchor? Because like I had that suggested to me, like, Anchor FM.
Yeah, well, Pinoid was one who kept pushing it. And I'm like, well, okay, I'll go over it. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. I can use this essentially for audio storage. Okay, I'll go ahead and put. I only put one up, and I even did their little thing. Hey, if you make us copy, and anybody listens to the show and listens to the copy, you get like $25. And I'm like, oh well, haven't seen that money yet, but you know, I went ahead and did that. So I know what they're, you know, I know essentially what they're going for, and you know, good on them if they're trying to become, you know, because I've been involved with I guess I can say it, like places like Podcast One, and I don't have any issue with what they're doing, but if you're a creator, that's certainly not a place where you want to be. You want to be able to develop your own podcast and like try to get on some place like iTunes. So then you've got control.
That does stream to iTunes.
This is like business information that you're dropping out. I'll definitely talk about this to you after. Like I got like okay, you know Bernard Goetz from New York.
Bernard Getz?
Yeah, Getz. I fuck his name.
You mean the subway shooter?
Yes.
Okay.
I got like 3 hours on my phone ranting about him for being a subway shooter, and he's actually a very smart guy to be a complete fucking psychopath.
Well, I mean, he was smart enough to beat a murder charge.
Yes, but like, he's definitely raising squirrels the wrong fucking way later on. And like, I was thinking about releasing some of that, like after I edit a little bit on SoundCloud and things like that. But this is definitely some things I want like talk to you off.
Sure. I mean, if there's any conceivable talent I have, is the fact that I've done a shitload of stuff. So I've got some experience in stuff.
I'll definitely call in like with his off stream later. Gaming, I'll let you know, homie. The reason I have been streams is because I have an app that cleans up all my notifications and deletes the cache information. That's because I've been recording a lot and editing a lot on my own phone. Just letting you know that right now, homie.
I don't know. Zell's pretty good with that. Making shit from his phone.
Yeah, actually, if he is, I'll talk to him about that. Like, I have straight talk phone, and I'm working on multiple phones right now.
I mean, I just don't have any respect for Zell because he hasn't come out yet.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's wearing the rainbow thing that I made for him. So,
oh, is
I mean,
he?
that's a start. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
You haven't seen it?
No.
I mean, he's been here with it.
Oh, wait, on the avatar. Okay, I thought it was like some type of physical clothing.
No. The reverse rainbow flag that I did for him.
I was gonna say, because if you get Zell into a pair of skinny jeans, I'll never talk to you again.
I would maybe a thong. Thong would be okay.
I like Zell. Like,
okay.
I don't like most, but like I do respect his ranting style. I respect his ranting style so much. I went out and bought a Psycho mask from Amazon the other day.
That's just him. That's the magic of the Zellspergery. It's just him.
Yeah, actually, he is very much a conductor of. Respect that.
Hey, Kadant, are you ever coming back?
Maybe.
um,
I guarantee nothing.
okay, because Mad Dodge left, and
Why did his Fifis get hurt?
yeah, I think so.
Was he all seared?
Is
Did he get seared?
I think his catchphrase is "Everybody hates me."
Well, he
You know what's
thought I had
funny?
actually got. He thought I had actually gotten angry at him earlier when I told him to shut up.
Yeah, that's why all of us were like, "No, you really haven't seen Kadant angry."
I mean,
No,
I could tell he was being salty about it with his little fucking comments. I'm just like, ooh,
Well, and then
ooh, somebody got hurt.
well, and then the whole thing with jumping on gaming is like, "Oh, you faggot," and it's like he's never heard anybody
He's
ever
gotten
call
that
him a
work.
fag.
I've
Really?
never, Doc.
Yeah.
To be fair, I've never heard nobody call me that, like ever.
Was that the very first time?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm shocked. Like no one has ever called me a faggot or.
It's because you don't act like one.
Well, would
Wait,
you?
he popped your cherry?
He did. I might need therapy for that. Like I've never, honest, truth, fucking thing of the whole deal is I've never said or done anything against him, and for some reason he thinks I fucking hate him. I don't know why. I don't know why.
He hasn't done anything to me, but it's just that I can tell by his personality. I'm thinking he does take himself a bit too seriously. He's not in level Penoid, but he does kind of a bit close up there.
I don't know. He was being a bit of a sack on here, and I'm just like,
well, he's fun to
really?
make fun. I mean, it's kind of fun to just bear around a bit, you know.
It can be fun to rib people.
Well, and that's the thing. I'm not. This is our own hug box. I'm not saying that it's a safe space though, because people have been blowing each other shit on this show since we started it, and that is completely okay.
By the way, Ed, were you talking?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm low and fuzzy. I'm experimenting with blue tech technology on Discord, which on mobile apps, I guess it sucks. I have the phone close to my face. I have everything as possible. I'm gonna get this last send off, and I'll talk to you guys on after stream because I enjoy after stream quite a bit. I'm gonna do the last signal. If you have not subbed, if you're new to these channels, sub to every motherfucker in here. Sub to Mad Dogs, Libertarian, sub to fucking Penoid, sub to Killstream, etc., etc. Sub to AP, as well as Paul, sub to Gaming, sub to Doc, sub to Conduct. Sub to everyone who has showed up here. They're showing effort. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
I'll back.
Only thing I have to say is you guys don't have to sub to us at all unless you can't get to sleep.
Why would you sub to me? I'm a nobody and doesn't make content. And who has a personality is still as a brick.
For some weird reason, I have like followers in Twitter and YouTube who don't. I don't make shit. But if you sub to them, sub to them. And gaming, my biggest thing, I will leave before I go, and I'll talk on that stream. Is homie, I have nothing against you. It's just like all your notifications deleted by a fucking app I downloaded and paid for to make sure my phone's clean for video and picture.
By the way, I've never heard somebody get more upset over an uwu than Mad Dodge.
Really?
Didn't you hear it?
No. To be fair, I'm playing a video game because it's been a while since I've played a video game, but geez, really?
Homie all day. Give me some subs. I'm out.
I think he would be also the person who just got upset. Oh, sorry, Evil, I couldn't hear you. Oh, what?
Did you put him in the waiting room?
No.
Ye-
No,
I
didn't
didn't.
move him. No. I think he should have moved. Want me to push him back?
Yeah, if you want.
Did you move yourself out, or what happened?
What happened? Oh.
Who the fuck
Okay.
tossed me?
I mean, I don't like the phrase "uwu," but I've never gotten upset over it.
Ooh.
No, that was bad.
Yeah,
Oh,
who the hell
Thank you.
tossed me? Seriously, that's fuck you, Gherkin.
Oh, praise the Gherkin.
Good morning to our Lord and Savior, the Full Metal Pickle.
I didn't even move them. I swear to God, like I didn't move Ed. I really didn't.
Pickle, I did watch, but oh man, both me and Kadant were in real shitty shape today for no apparent reason.
still am. Just saying.
Yeah. I'm getting by. I mean, I literally right now have like the fucking sweats. Like I've got like woo flu.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in cunt mode right now. Like that kind of invigorated me. Anger, like anger is such a good tool to battle. Like, cause I'm in this weird state of surreality. I think is the right way to say that. But I'm just in this weird state of mind, where I'm kind of like hovering on the line of like numbness. And one of the good ways to pull me out of that, because usually when I'm at the numb, I can drop really, really fast, like easily. So you just grasp onto anger and then ejaculate.
Oh no.
Who's got a chainsaw? Who's got a fucking? That's the only way we'll be able to get that.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What are you opposed to hearing about people ejaculating?
Mm-hmm.
Mad Metal Man ejaculates.
I'm pretty sure I am, but
You're ejaculating?
no, I'm again it.
You want to know the fun thing?
There's a fun
I don't
thing
even
about
know what it means. I have a general idea as to what it probably means, but I don't have like a set definition of it. It just sounds good to me. I'm like, yeah. Ooh, I'm feeling a little fangy. Thanks for coming. Now let me ejaculate all over you. Yeah.
Okay, so from the Urban Dictionary, ejaculate is defined as a role-playing sexual scenario in which the subject orgasms upon being bitten on the neck by a vampire.
Basically like Twilight.
No.
It didn't say sparkle.
No. They said vampire. They didn't.
Yeah, I got you there.
Yeah. Whoa.
You know what? If
Waving, was you with me?
You know it. Let me just call Alucard.
Alucard. A real fucking vampire.
Right.
Fuck you. That's why.
Last week.
Fuck you. That's why.
Fuck you. That's.
Get that bitch a cannon. Bitches love cannons.
Yes, I have fucked the fear turkey. Please also follow me at the Crimson Fucker.
It took them forever to get me to watch Van Helsing abridged. Yeah, but once I watched it, I was like, this is funny. I don't want to see any more animes because I don't know them. But then again, I didn't know anything about Helsing going into it, and I think that made it funnier for me.
Either way, you're welcome.
Honestly, that should cover the basis for the show somewhat, actually.
When they pulled out the Jewish Nazis, I just completely fucking lost it. Because that shit was funny.
Are you talking about the billionaire?
What, huh?
You know, Jewish Nazi. Like, what's that guy? One of the Koch brothers, or
no,
not Koch. What is the other guy who's almost dead, old as fuck? Control the stupid little girl into believing that global warming and all that shit. The mastermind.
What?
Okay, I'm kind of stunned.
God damn it.
It's
I
not.
can Google it because Jesus Christ.
The only one that's coming to mind, the creepy, evil, world-dominating old man, is like Rupert Murdoch, but George Soros.
There you go. There you go. That's a fucking Nazi, a Jew Nazi.
Well, I mean, apparently they've been around for quite a while. And good morning to Bunny in the chat. Yep, Grant came with the Soros. Yeah, I don't know if Tyro is saying, how can you possibly express a nuanced opinion in anything shorter than a paragraph? Single sentences don't cut it. You need more text to fully go over all the key possibilities and contingencies. And for that, I'm glad to say that chat limits you to 200 characters. God bless you, Tyro, but shit.
I was going to say, in internet speak, anything over, was it, like, what, 7 words considers that as an essay?
Well, what was it? When Twitter first started off, it was what, like 117 characters? I know they brought it up. Let me see. You can do 280 characters. But originally when Twitter started, it was 140 character limit. So there you go. Yeah. There's some incredibly useless information that you guys will never ever need. Unless you're on some type of game show. You know, you get onto a good game show and that's one of the questions. It's like, why the fuck are you asking this? Like, because, you know, they're a game show.
Why the fuck did I find Kadant?
Oh,
there she is.
I'm trying to remember. There was a game show where you could compete, and what they did was ask you questions about shit that you knew. Like categories and subjects that you actually knew about. And then the final part of it, where you win the big prize. They asked you a specific question that you had told them that you were an expert on, and it could be about anything. Like I remember one of them. The final question, the guy said that he was a complete expert on the Rocky Horror Picture Show. And I still remember the question, too. The question that they asked was, Dr. Frankenfurter had a tattoo on his upper arm. What was the tattoo? Got you guys thinking, huh? No, not really. Probably. Wait a minute. How many of you have actually ever seen Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Many.
Quite a few times.
Okay.
But
I'm sorry, I'm a Gen Z. I am not familiar.
Wow.
That's no excuse.
Yeah, it's really
I've seen it. I swear, I for some reason I want to say it's a heart, but as a tattoo because it's what's popping up in my head. But I'm probably wrong.
It is a heart with a dagger through it that has the inscription "Boss" on it.
Yeah, that I didn't know all that detail.
There you go. Well, the guy had to know all that shit, or he didn't get the big prize, which is only like $5,000 or something. But this was way back. Like when everybody was like trying to scramble to have some type of content to put on their brand new cable TV show or network. By the way, good morning to JB. Somebody new in the chat, have a wrench.
Yay. Oh, good morning, memes of destruction.
Oh, memes just slid in. Good morning, memes. Memes, we are definitely not talking about Onision. And it's making us all feel good and tingly. But
Yes.
by the way, Kadan, can I ask, did you alter your avatar or did somebody alter your avatar for you?
Somebody altered it for me.
Do you care to say who it was?
I'm pretty sure you know who it was, though.
Do I? I don't. I will be honest. I don't. No.
Oh, it was Anti.
It was who?
Anti.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he'd done his, and then like he hit me up with the picture of mine altered, and he's like, "I'm like, that looks fucking boss," and he's like, "Well, feel free to use it for whatever you want," and I'm like, "Okay."
Well, because the first thing I thought about was the comic book character Longshot, and then I'm like, well, no, wait a minute, because both of his eyes glow when his power kicks in. And then I'm like, Cable, because Cable has the one eye glow.
Mm-hmm.
So are you Cable Dunt now?
Maybe.
Okay. By the way, good morning as well to Nostradamus.
I know Jadalis.
Not all.
And JB, since you're new here, usually our titles are always a joke. So if you want to get the full length and breadth of what we do, just go down in the descriptor. The next line is usually the punchline to what the title is. So there you go.
You know what?
And you'll never be disappointed.
Well, you know what? Since people are coming in and they're like, "Oh, are we gonna talk about
Oh,
A man
fucking
child
whatever
who thinks
the
he's
dude's
better than
name
he
is?"
is and who is a piece of shit. Sorry, Kadam,
No,
I had
no.
to do that.
No, it's okay. But you guys are gonna talk about whatever his name is. No, I don't even know who that is. Like,
You don't.
sorry,
I do,
not
and I don't
sorry.
care.
Like, I feel like somebody's tried to explain to me about him before, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't care. I'm not gonna watch. I'm not gonna watch any of that content anyway. Like, do they talk to me? Do they talk to anybody I know or care about? Is the answer to that no?
every time you state something like that, the only thing I can think of is like if we were to actually talk about Onision, the only thing I can think of is in your head it's playing the Uwu telephone song. You know the Uwu 5, 6, 7, and 9.
I'm thinking something worse than that.
Ring, 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 banana phone.
Oh God,
I don't know that one.
I'm thinking along the lines of banana, just banana in general.
Like, I no. I'm just kind of like playing the girl from Ipanema in my head, except it's all like piano.
Oh,
so it's like elevator music.
Yeah,
because it's basically that's pretty much what's going on in my head as you guys try and talk about people I don't know and whose content I've never viewed or partaken in or in any way, shape, or form.
You want to know
So
what?
it's just
You want to know what my busy mind song is? You know, when like somebody's talking and you're just tuning them out. I guess it would be the tuning out song. Mine would be Pen Pineapple.
No, mine is my dog. So remember that one mix that I had you play?
You've had me play several very scary mixes.
So sometimes it's the DMX Reading Rainbow for me.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's the Vetus with Gangnam Style with Pen Pineapple.
But it's such a
That-
classic by itself.
It is. I like that version too, though, and I like the metal version. Although I only like the metal version when I'm imagining Ryuk doing the dance and singing it. The demon thing from
Death Note.
Death Note. I was about to call it Death Notebook, and I'm like, that's not right. I know it's a notebook.
One word less.
Wait a minute. Is
That would make it.
Death Notes has a apple pen?
Ryuk, the demon from it. Yeah, the one who likes apples.
Oh,
Yeah.
Shinigami?
Okay, I'm gonna
Yes.
play this. I found it. I'm gonna play it because
It's so good.
because I can, and because like it makes a fucking bit of difference if I get demonetized. So yeah, let's go ahead. Now, of course, you guys will not be able to hear this being on the stream, but if you want to follow along, it's only like 55 seconds long.
Real quick.
Uh-huh.
Hi, Michael Hatfield.
Good morning, Michael.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Oh, Jesus.
I have a pen. I have an apple. Apple pen. I have a pen. I have pineapple. Pineapple pen. Apple pen. Pineapple pen. Pen pineapple apple pen.
Really? Really?
Pen pineapple apple pen.
That is incredibly frightening. Jesus fucking Christ.
I just
That's
looked at it.
awesome.
I looked at it and was like, holy shit.
You know, the funny thing is, I would actually tune in to watch that. If they would have like done that type of animation style.
That is some amazing animation from the
I don't
Apple
think that's
Pen
animation.
Pineapple. What do you think it is?
I think that was somebody in makeup.
No, that's CGI.
animation.
That's
Yeah.
definitely CGI. But I would have actually kind of enjoyed the Netflix show if they would have done that, and still kept, because the only good move I thought they did with Death Note on Netflix, and you guys probably already have the same attitude, is a certain voiceover.
Willem Dafoe.
A certain psychotic man doing the actual demon voice.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I thought that was the only really good thing about it, because I'm like, and I'm coming from the point where I had seen a couple of the Death Note animes, but if I would have come in and this would have been my gateway to Death Note, that would have been the end of my interest in Death Note.
Exactly.
Because then somebody explained to me afterwards, I'm like, that pretty much sucks.
Watch the Japanese live actions if you're going to watch them.
Well, somebody explained how the story was, and I'm like, well, wait, were those the two? Those were not the same plots at all.
No, they fucked up all the characters. It's bad.
Well, and they were telling me about like later on in the manga, somebody else gets the book. And the guy who had the book before now spends the time trying to get that book away from them, because
There are multiple books, actually.
Oh, I don't know. They were, I guess they're, explaining it to me how I understand it, because I'm not a very smart man, apparently. But yeah, I mean, I was like, that sounds kind of fun. And I like it. I like some of the mangas when the Japanese get twisted, but not too culturally focused to where it doesn't translate at all. Mm-hmm. Because there are mangas out there where it's just like, I started reading them and I'm like, I don't fucking get this. And people are like, well, you know, you have to understand Japanese culture. And I'm like, no. That's not a prerequisite, because I have two choices. I can either go and do studying and figure out Japanese culture and figure out what they're doing that's actually funny or scary, or I can just not read it. And right. I'll usually go with the latter. Hey, Kadant.
Yeah.
I got a pen.
Hey, Kadant.
Yes.
I got a prostate.
You do?
No! Don't do pen prostate. That would hurt.
I have a pen in my prostate.
I have a prostate.
No!
Oh, prostate pen.
That would be a hospital call.
No, it sounds like something that some jackass would do, just for fun, be like, "Hey, you like my new prostate pen?"
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
By the way, Kadant, check DMs.
You know,
am I about to see your prostate?
Hell yeah, bitch!
Wait,
You're
what
welcome.
DMs?
Discord.
Discord.
Discordia.
Oh wow, nice.
Right?
I like it. I like it a lot.
Like you saw how I can make it pucker up?
Yeah, like it's not quite prolapsed, but like you could tell that it is probably had like one of those suction cup little like.
Yep, that's perfect.
Like it's like looking at a pair of lips.
You know why you think I'm so popular?
Because fucking you in the ass is like getting a blowjob at the same time. Nice.
Right.
You guys realize I don't have much life left, and this is really taking the rest of it away from me.
Well, I can send you the picture and do a full fatality. And you keep being a little bitch about it.
No, because if I'm going to be anything, I'll be a big bitch about it. Fuck that.
Wait. Anality. That's headcanon now.
Oh, great. Game wins. Anality.
Hi.
Oh, by the way, that
morning,
show, that show on Netflix that I've been talking about.
Which show?
Pickle. Something like I don't like this.
I don't know.
Don't like this. Netflix. Something. Anyways, fucking amazing. I just finished watching the full fucking season. Oh my god. There's a part that I actually like literally like almost went girly gasp. Like I went like like dude, I am not okay with this. But that's the name of the show.
Is it live action?
Yeah.
Is it like fantasy drama? What?
But it's basically a 17-year high school girl who lives next to Pinoid, who starts learning that she actually has powers.
What kind of powers?
Like psychic abilities.
Okay.
Is it like? I was gonna ask, is it something like Raising Dion?
Yes, and I haven't seen Raising Dion yet. It's in my. That's probably the next thing I'm gonna be watching. But somebody told me about that show. I think it was Satan. Yeah, Satan Same told me that it's basically almost like that show. And
I like Raising Dion.
dude, Raising Dion's ratings are shit.
Well, if it's on Netflix, no wonder.
Yeah, but this actual show, I'm not okay with this. It's actually in the top 10. And you guys, you fucking need to watch the show. It's fucking great. The ending, everything for season 1. Yeah, it literally got me gasping in one part. It's fucking great.
I have so many shows on Netflix that I need to just catch up on. I'm finally getting caught up. Like I was binging Altered Carbon.
First season was good.
Season 2 is supposed to be coming out, so I'm like, I need to catch up.
Wait a minute, I thought they already released it.
Yeah,
season 2. Yeah, season 2's out now.
Okay, because season 1 was great, but I think I remember watching season 2 and was not impressed.
No.
Wait, is that the one with the chick that she came from the future to the past? Is that the one?
No,
or am I thinking of a different show?
No, yeah, that's becoming a witch or something like that, or always a witch. There we go.
No.
Not that one.
No, it's a different show. It's she used to be some kind of like cop from the future. And
no. Altered Carbon's the one with the like chips in the fucking spine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
and
very
the second
futuristic.
season has a completely new cast. Like they recast everyone.
Well, I have to watch the end of the first season to see why, but I mean, I could see it happening.
Well,
I was half expecting it, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, Altered Carbon is basically a cyberpunk show because you can take your consciousness and put it into a different body. And usually it's reserved for those people who have money so they can have better looking bodies and all that shit. And they talk about, cloning and AI. And I thought the first season did a pretty good job. It made me want to watch the second season.
Yeah, I'm priming myself for it. I've been watching it because, I'd only seen like 2 episodes a while back, and then I got stuck watching a variety of different things and playing video games and all that jazz. So I needed to catch up.
Did you ever watch the series and it only had one season on Fox? Because Fox is usually a fucking idiot and they cancel things that really have a decent premise. And I'll tell you why they canceled it after I tell you what it is. Almost Human.
The one with I didn't watch it. I almost watched it, but it got canceled before I could.
Well, here's the good thing. It was on Netflix for a little bit, and what Fox did, because Fox is a fucking idiot, they actually aired them out of sequence.
Again?
So that made it confusing. Well, no, when it went to Netflix, they put it in the correct order.
No, I mean that Fox has been known to do that.
Yeah, well, they
episodes out of order. That's what happened to Firefly.
Yeah, Firefly's a big example of. No, we like this one first because it's action packed and it'll draw people in. It's like, no, it's called world building. You fucking idiots. But Almost Human is basically about a cop who has to team up with the first AI cop.
Yeah.
And it's Carl Urban, and I don't know. People always talk about, if you could have the homo pass, who would you do? I'm thinking probably Carl Urban.
Gotta think for that Aylmer, huh?
By the way, I'm thinking of Frequency. I think that's the name of the show.
Frequency?
I haven't heard of it. I know the movie that had Quaid in it, but I don't know. No, I don't think I've heard of that one.
Dennis, not Randy.
No, Dennis. No,
That's what I
because
said.
yeah, you know what? I tried to get because Randy Quaid is such a fucking nut that you can get his phone number easily. And I called him to see if I could get him to come on Doctor on Call. I should have recorded the answering machine message was really weird. Because I'm almost sure that he doesn't have voicemail, that he actually has a physical answering machine. Because that's how fucking nuts he is. You know, because he was the one who was talking about the the reason why he left Hollywood was because he said that his usefulness to the evil Hollywood Illuminati was over with, and so they were sending starfuckers after him to kill him. And he started mentioning like people who like died young or died in weird circumstances, and he was pinning them all to his conspiracy was that there was a shadow government run out of Hollywood, that once you outlived your usefulness, that Hollywood would kill you, and so that's why he sought asylum and is living in Canada now.
I believe it.
God bless him.
That sounds about right for Hollywood to me. I'm just gonna say.
Let's see. You know what? Yeah, okay. Because somebody brought it up in the chat for Netflix stuff.
Netflix, awesome talk.
Netflix my balls.
No!
Oh yes, because they're lovely balls. Witcher. Have all you guys watched Witcher yet?
No,
I've seen the first episode.
Okay.
I've seen some episodes.
I haven't seen nothing yet.
Nope.
Okay. I was wondering because the only time, my only introduction, I didn't read any of the books, but I did watch some Let's Plays of Witcher. And apparently the video games are dramatically different from the books. So I didn't get the whole hunchback white chick thing, because it seemed like Witcher was more about her than it was the actual character they called the Witcher. So I don't know. Is there any way that can actually be explained?
So, The Witcher in the books is actually really about three characters. Geralt's adopted daughter, his first love, and him. Mind you, of course, Dandelion, aka Yaskier, is a side character who's around quite often. So that's the best explanation I can give.
Now, these things you say to me are confusing. I honestly, I didn't really get involved with it, so it basically slid out of my mind after I was done watching the whole thing.
Yeah, I know you were not a fan.
Yeah, because I like to do that writing thing, and I'm like, some of this plot just makes no fucking sense. Or it's like, okay, I have been really torturing myself lately. I've been watching Picard.
I'm sorry.
Oh my!
You are suicidal.
Oh my God!
Damn.
That is a super fucking horrible show. Literally, Patrick Stewart, the last episode, he dressed up as a French pirate because they were going to this one planet where anything goes kind of I don't know how to explain it. It was bad, and he dressed up, and he had an eye patch, and he even had a fucking French accent, and I'm like, wait, have you guys even ever watched Star Trek Next Generation? Because that is in no way Jean-Luc Picard. I mean, I don't know if they were studying off of crib notes or what the fuck the deal was. But that was pretty much, I mean, I know they're getting accused a lot of saying, the people who are doing like STD and Picard are not Star Trek fans. And I believe them. I completely believe them because I went ahead and watched them on my own. And I'm just like, have you guys ever seen an episode of the lore that you're writing for? I think the same thing fell about with Star Wars. I don't think the people that were presenting the movies actually spent a lot of time with the canon. So I will bring this to a panel question. Is there a series or a property out there that you think could be translated into modern times? Because, of course, Star Wars was over 40 years ago. Star Trek over 50 years ago. Do you think that there is a franchise, an IP, so to speak, that could be translatable into modern times? And you know what? Let's go ahead and start with gaming.
Fuck!
Yep.
Fuck it, I'll cheat. I'll say that stupid show that we talked about a few weeks ago, the Quantum Leap. Fuck it.
Yeah, I enjoyed Quantum Leap. Although my favorite episode was the one where he looks in the mirror for the special, and he's in the special needs kid's body.
The guy with Down syndrome.
Yeah. And he looked in the mirror and said, he was like, I'm a retard. I'm like, oh man, that would definitely not fly today. But
No.
But that was funny as shit. So Pickle, what?
Well, mine they've already attempted with at least a movie, but I think it would work better as a TV series and like the original was, and that's Get Smart.
Wait a minute, isn't that the one that they remade? Didn't they bring The Rock in on that one?
The Rock did appear in it, yes, but it also had, I believe, Anne Hathaway, and it starred
Steve Carell.
Which was a great choice for Maxwell Smart, actually.
Yeah, I mean, because really, Don Adams, besides Inspector Gadget, made his bones with Get Smart.
I could still fucking sit down and watch that shit today and just fucking enjoy myself.
And by the way, did you know that Get Smart actually featured the original Ronald McDonald as one of the villains?
Really?
Yeah.
As an agent of chaos?
Yes. The actor who originally played Ronald McDonald was a guy by the name of King Moody. And this was after, of course, he played Ronald McDonald's afterwards. But yeah, he was the first national spokesman dressed as Ronald McDonald. So interesting guy. Here, wait. I'll no context tweet a picture of him from Get Smart. Because I think it's easier if you know the series than if you see the face. He will be, well, Yeah, the guy on the left is Bernie Kopell, who played the doctor on the Love Boat. The other one is the one on the right is King Moody.
The love boat.
Love, exciting and new. Good morning, Tom Leach. He said, I tuned in at the right time. Kadun is awake. The stream is drama free, and no one is yelling like an edgelord. Hey,
Well,
Kadun.
you're a little late.
Hey, Kadun, can you go DM Zell for me?
No.
But he's the only like semi edgelord that I know of. If I'm using the terminology right. And good night, Nostradamus.
Night.
Wait a minute. Well, we'll get back to this in a second. Octane. Which IP do you think would translate into modern time?
I can't really say. I'm not really into this kind of stuff, really, and so I'll just give a hard pass, really, due to my knowledge.
Well, better than a soft pass, because that will go on your permanent record. Kadun. Kadun, are you making noodles? What the hell's going on?
I'm muted. I was just like, no, I'm right here.
And so, what do you think? What IP, what series, what franchise do you think would make it in modern day?
Dark Hunters.
I don't know what Dark Hunters is.
It's a book series.
Okay. I was going more for like a visual medium, but okay.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna go specifically for visual mediums, then then I would need a moment to think. Like, what kind of visual medium are you thinking?
Like something that's already been translated from a book, and was successful, or like a television series that went on, or like a series of movies.
Kadant.
Yes.
Say Wonder Woman.
Firefly.
Yeah, but
That may actually be in the works.
Yeah, but the good characters are dead. Some of them literally dead IRL.
No, I think Fox is thinking of rebooting it without Whedon.
If you don't have the creative vision behind the creation, I think you're going to have problems. When Roddenberry kind of got cut out of Star Trek.
Well, and it's not just because like certain actors or certain characters are dead this time. It's mainly it's because everybody's too busy, and Fox is like, hey, we want to do this. We're listening to the fans now.
Took them a while.
Right.
Well, I know. I've been watching Nathan Fillion's current one, which is the Rookie.
How is it?
Actually, it's not bad at all, and he's not like super quippy like he was in Castle.
I liked Castle though.
Yeah, I know, but it's a little bit of a change of pace for him. So it's nice. It's refreshing. It shows that Canadian can act.
Always got a kick out of like the random novelists that would like actually appear in the show.
Yeah, they got their geek boner on with it.
Yeah.
Didn't
Patterson will show up anywhere.
Didn't John Sanford show up too? I'm trying to remember because they had quite a few good ones show up. I mean, like people that I like and enjoy reading.
And that show would probably still be on the air except for him and the other lead fucking got into it and just couldn't do the show anymore.
Yeah. Well, I mean that kind of happens. Like a good example I can think of is Married with Children, because Ed O'Neill and Amanda Bierce were got into some severe fights.
She wasn't a main. If you ask me, she wasn't a main cast member, so it doesn't matter.
Well, here's the thing, though. She was doing, in order for them to keep her around, she was doing a lot of directing.
Oh.
And Ed O'Neill referred to her sexuality once, and she just went all fucking up in arms.
Well, I mean, he always attacked her for being a lesbian, but I guess he always said
that was the character.
Well, no. I mean, no. He
she-
said he said some things, behind the scenes that really pissed her off.
Mm.
Yeah, because she's a lesbian, so he would constantly harass her about being a lesbian and shit like that. But they both hated each other, so.
Well, you know what they say: anger is a gift.
Mm.
No, but yeah. Then again, it's one of those things where I think that one went on a little too long. It's like Simpsons. Why have they not canceled the fucking Simpsons?
Because it's still making money.
Yeah, I know, but I was watching somebody's review of Zombieland, and they were talking about how they were so far out of touch with Double Tap, Zombieland 2, because they called one of the they called one of the types of walkers a Homer.
Mm.
And it's like, okay, we know that culturally, Simpsons is deeply entrenched in pop culture now, but they're done. I don't know anybody who is like a diehard Simpsons fan anymore. I mean, even the people who still love the Simpsons, or like, got drunk one night and went into a tattoo parlor and, got a Bart tattooed on their butt. Those people are still like, yeah, it's done. The more people I have heard saying, can we go ahead and just give the Simpsons a rest now? They've done their time. They've paid their debt to society. Let them go. And they're not letting them go. Yeah, that's sad. Basically turning it into a cash cow when, initially it was created as a big fuck you to convention, especially for talking about sitcoms, and it is a complete sitcom now. I mean, it hasn't jumped the shark, man. It's run the shark over.
With millions and millions and millions of dollars.
Oh yeah. I mean, I remember when it was just like everything was Simpsons. Mm-hmm. I mean, we thought it was funny when it first appeared on the Tracy Ullman show. Funny in kind of like a cute way. But yeah, the love for that show died very quickly for me. I think maybe the first 5 seasons, and now they're like season 172.
Pretty much.
Okay, yeah. Now the one that I would do if I had the chance to see brought into modern times, because I think it would work, would be Conan. And I know they had a TV series for Conan. I think it was like a Canadian one. which is okay. But and then they tried to bring it back with it was God, the guy who played Aquaman.
Momoa?
Yeah, he did a Conan movie,
Hmm.
and
Yeah, but didn't they do like there were like 3 Conan movies that came out like all at once?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, I saw the one with Jason Momoa in it. The only issue that I had with it was, I guess, one of those too little, too late kind of deals.
Mm.
Because it looked like they were like, okay, we're going to do this Conan movie, and they did the Conan movie, and they're like, oh shit, we need more special effects. Well, we don't have any money for that. Fuck it. And you could tell, just like, have you guys seen the most recent Hellboy?
No.
No, but I've heard.
That
Nope.
That is the only time I've ever watched a movie, and I first saw it as a cam version, right? Because accidentally, saw it on a pirate streaming channel. That was the only time that I ever said, wow, the special effects were better when somebody was using a junky camera in Korea to film the movie and just to put it online. Because once I actually saw like an HD rip of it, I'm like, man, I thought the special effects were bad, but I thought it was just because somebody was filming it from the audience with a junky camera. No. The special effects were fucking horrible.
And that really sucks because they actually had a somewhat decent cast, it seems.
Yeah, well,
I mean, it had Rose McGowan somewhere, but
well,
I mean, Perlman.
No, this wasn't the Ron Perlman version. This was the guy from Stranger Things.
I thought you were just talking about the one with Momoa.
No. I switched over from Conan to Hellboy.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Was Conan, like Ron Perlman appears in it?
No, I don't think Ron Perlman's really ever done a bad job. One of my favorite is this French movie called City of Lost Children. That one's pretty cool. It's one of those dystopian future things.
But I believe there was another Conan movie that came out around the same time, and I want to say The Rock was in it.
I know they did Scorpion King, but
no, God.
Well, yeah, let's take a look here.
That's what I'm.
Conan movies.
On to IMDb.
The one Momoa did apparently. Oh no. You know what? This one's dead. The Terminator franchise killed what was supposed to be called the Legend of Conan or King Conan.
Mm.
That one's dead. IMDb. Even though they said they got Paul Verhoeven to direct it, and I like Paul Verhoeven. Even though Showgirls, ugh.
Okay, I think I was wrong.
Because, man, Paul Verhoeven is a goddamn interesting guy.
You know what I think? I think they should do is if they're going to do another Terminator movie, just do a complete fucking reboot.
Mm.
Yeah.
In other words, recast the main Terminator. Say somebody like The Rock or Momoa, somebody big like that.
Well,
I don't know about them.
I think The Rock's kind of oversaturated at this point.
Yeah.
Although he was kind of cool in the Jumanji reboot. I kind of they were popcorn movies. They would never make it to a top 100 list for anybody, but they entertained me for the time that they were on my screen.
I've heard they're entertaining.
Yeah, I mean they're popcorn movies. By the way, for those of you who don't know the works of Paul Verhoeven, He did the original RoboCop. He did Starship Troopers. He did Basic Instinct. He did the original. He did the original Total Recall. And of course, he did Showgirls.
Oh. I guess everybody has to have a black mark on their resume.
Dude, Showgirls, you know what? It was pretty hip to trash Showgirls. But I went back like a decade later and watched it. It's like, this is a bad movie, but it's essentially Paul Verhoeven and the writer Joe Esterhaus just saying, let's just make the sleaziest fucking movie that we can. And they did it. It's like, what if Dirty Dancing had titties? And it's like,
And no plot.
Dirty Dancing didn't have titties?
No. It didn't have bare naked titties, I should say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it at least had acting.
At least some bare naked lady would be nice.
But
it's because it's been 1 week.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, chickadee China. The Chinese chicken. You have a drumstick in your brain? That's good. Watching X-Files with no lights on. Le dans la maison. I hope the smoking man's in this one. What are you doing, kitty? Where do you got Flippy Tail going? You are up to no good. When Flippy Tail is going, you are up to no good. Yes, I know. So go fuck off. But yeah, and rewatching it, because I will admit I was a bit film snobby back in the 90s and the 2000s, but I don't know if it's just time or tide, but I've kind of grown accepting of people who just want to tell weird stories or possibly dumb stories, because it's not a poorly shot movie. It has a very, very thin plot where, you know, a girl comes to Las Vegas and she wants to become the top showgirl. That's it. That is the whole plot. There's no twists. There's no turns to it. He also did
There's
one.
No acting.
Well, I mean, it was Elizabeth Berkley, so. But was it Gina Gershon was like the top?
Gina Gershon.
Yeah, was like the top dancer, and she was pretty smoking. I thought she was far more attractive than the Saved by the Bell chick.
Mm-hmm.
But there's one that he did too, which was kind of pervy, but I still thought it was a good flick. Hollow Man.
Hollow Man?
Yeah.
With Kevin Bacon and
Elizabeth Shue, I think.
Yes. That's the name that just wouldn't pop out of my brain.
But yeah, I kind of liked that one. I loved how they did the effects. But yeah, I mean, he's done quite a few flicks. But yeah, if the name is on there, Paul Verhoeven, there's a good chance that I probably will go watch it. I'm trying to remember what that. Oh God, it's the one where it was she was like the CEO of a gaming company, and she got raped, but she couldn't remember who actually raped her. So she goes about a little detective noir kind of work. It was only a few years ago. Fuck. Let me look it up. L.
I haven't seen it.
That one was not bad either. But yeah, if Paul Verhoeven did a Conan, shit, I would be buying a ticket. But the Terminator franchise, because they fucked it up with with putting messages in it. Once again, men are idiots and they need women to save them. That basically killed any interest for them to do the third and final Conan movie. Well, the third and final Schwarzenegger Conan movie. And that made me sad. Because, I mean, I'd be all about that, man. And, I mean, they did, like, fake poster mock-ups on it. Here, wait a minute. I'll no context tweet one of them. But one of the iconic things, if you guys have ever watched the actual Conan movies, was at the end of Conan the Barbarian, where the narration leads out, and it's like, but Conan would find his own kingdom and conquer, and he would finally conquer his own kingdom where he would actually become king. And then they stopped and said, but that is another story. And this was the picture. I forget if it was on Conan the Barbarian or Conan the Destroyer, but there's the picture of him dressed up as King Conan. And King Conan does actually have lore to it. Excuse me.
That's it.
Thank you. No, actually, yeah, Zombieland. Zombieland was like 2009, and The Simpsons weren't relevant anymore in 2009. You could just hear the mooing of the cash cow. And that is a bad thing. There we go. Cat, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Yeah, go and fuck off. Get away, get out of the cords. There we go. Kadunti?
Yes.
Sweetie darling. We are almost at the 5 o'clock hour. Do you want to just get rolling into the after stream?
Yeah, sure, bitches.
And
Don't follow me.
See, you were on it and I was not. So there. Okay, got it. Yes, we went top to bottom last time, so bottom to top. Octane? Now, you don't necessarily have to show yourself. Is there anything that you would like to show?
Not at the moment.
All right, then. Pickle?
I'm the Full Metal Pickle. You can find me over at the Full Metal Pickle channel, where I do a late night show on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights called Nocturnal Transmissions. Your midweek pre-IRS destination, midnight Eastern.
Woot! Gaming?
Subscribe!
Perfect as always. Kadan?
Ludes.
Yeah, let me. Ta-da! I put that up.
I saw those.
There you go.
I also currently have 2 special videos. If anybody's interested. They run the same as the single custom shot, so they're not like overly like graphic though.
You would not hear bounce chicka bounce bow playing in the background.
No, they're not pornographic, but I think they're quite lovely. I'm just saying.
Photographic.
They are. It's my ass.
Would you call them thought provoking?
Probably.
Okay, and now of course all of our information, Kadun's Twitter and YouTube. If if you want to contact, is down there. My stuff's down there too for the Patreon, the Streamlabs, and all the other fun stuff. Of course, congratulations to becoming the new boss. Now, of course, I don't think that happened within the first hour, did it?
I don't know.
Okay, so the first night for Turish's AI will start. Tomorrow on his computer quest to not only take over the world but to join the Hall of the Immortals. So tune in for that to see if we actually have AI become an immortal. Good God! And let me speed bump here. I will put that up because I did this recently, but I've not been in the loop to do it. And by the way, as far as the TeePublic thing goes, that store might just disappear and pop up someplace else.
Oh.
All I'm saying is, fuck you and your $2 payouts. But we did get a lot of ego boost out of it, because I got all the shirts that I ever wanted. Well, with the exception of I still do want to get the Enabler shirt.
There's still like a few shirts that I want. So I'm hoping that it doesn't disappear too soon.
No, it probably won't do it until I actually have to talk to him, because I want to make sure that that if I go on to Teespring's platform, that it can be separate from my second channel. Just because whatever's featured there won't necessarily thrill or bemuse anybody. So I'm hoping I can have two separate ones. Because it's not like it really costs them a lot of bandwidth to have two separate ones. Okay, so let me get my drink here. Okay. For the finest in bootleg Medicare merchandise, look no further than Doc Griffin's TeePublic Store. That's right, Doc Griffin's TeePublic Store, featuring over 32 different designs of your favorite YouTubers. So stop by Doc Griffin's TeePublic Store and buy something. Damn it. And with that, I'd like to thank everybody who was on the show this evening. Now, that includes the man who goes by many names, but we're calling him Watch. Also, Octane Gamer, Mad Dodge Productions, Evil Dead Ed, Gaming and Yelling, and of course, the Full Metal Pickle. But that's only half the cast. The other half the cast is you guys in the chat who listen, who tune in, who patronize, and sometimes are patronizing. But we like that. That's okay. It makes the show lively. And who knows, maybe one of these days, if you get the gumption, then we'll get you into the ward, put you on air, and who knows, we might even make you monkey-ass famous at the chaotic crossroads of the overnight internet. So, for my mystical, magical, malevolent, magnificent, mostly non-triple X co-host, Kadad, and, of course, myself, Doc Griffin. Thanks, everybody, for stopping out this evening. And if you would please, just do me one simple favor. Leave the money on the dresser. Bye.